Hi everybody and welcome back to LL Sports TV. Hope you're all doing well. Now I did a video previously on the channel where I spoke about the month of April and how lit it was for boxing. And one of the fights I was referring to was the eagerly anticipated rematch between Ben Whittaker of Wolverhampton and Liam Cameron of Sheffield. Now these two first fought back in, I think it was October last year, the Riyadh season event. And that fight had a very controversial ending. You may remember in the fifth round, the two of them came together by the ropes. They fell over the top rope. Both of them fell over it. And during that collision, during that fall, Ben Whittaker said he suffered an ankle injury and he's no longer able to continue with the fight. Now, that was interesting because going into the fight, Ben Whittaker was heavily favoured. He was expected to win and win comfortably. He's the so-called rising star. But Liam Cameron had pushed him all the way. Liam Cameron's a good fighter. He's had his problems outside the ring, but he was on the comeback trail. He previously pushed Lyndon Arthur, a former British champion, might still be British champion actually, very closely. And, you know, a lot of people said that this would be maybe not an easy fight for Ben Whittaker, but a fight that he was expected to win. But Liam Cameron was a decent opponent. But so it proved that Liam Cameron pushed him all the way. And some people said that, I mean, that incident happened in the fifth round. Some people were suggesting that Liam Cameron was at least equal in terms of rounds and was the one in the ascendancy. So the fight had a very controversial ending. It was, I think it was given as a technical split draw. And after the fight, Liam Cameron and his team let it be known that they were not happy with that. They accused Ben Whittaker of faking the injury and of being a quitter. Now, in professional boxing, when somebody calls you a quitter, that's pretty much the worst thing that they can call you. And I've got to say as well, a lot of people seem to side with that opinion of Liam Cameron, that Ben Whittaker did in fact quit. So as you would imagine, there was lots of calls for a rematch. And after some initial procrastination, the fight was made for April the 20th, that's Easter Sunday. And yeah, we thought we had the fight on, or is it? Because in recent days, it's emerged that there's been a somewhat of a contract dispute that could place the fight in serious jeopardy. Now, the dispute, the nature of the dispute concerns the contracted rounds for the fight. So what Liam Cameron is saying, and he's saying it with some vigor and some confidence, is that he initially signed a contract stating that the fight would be over 12 rounds. He said he signed the fight, returned the documents, and that's it, 12-round fight. However, he says that recently it would appear that Ben Whittaker and his team are pushing him to accept a 10-round fight. And he said he's not budging. He said, look, I signed a contract for the fight to be over 12 3-minute rounds, and that's what we're fighting at. You know what I mean? And he also says, which is quite interesting, that during one of the promo shows for the fight on Sky, The Gloves Are Off, he said that he was told not to mention it, not to mention the 12 3-minute rounds contract that he'd signed, which, you know, so he's basically saying really that the promotional team that are putting the fight on, I think it's Boxer, trying to coerce him into fighting 10 threes rather than 12 threes, which is what he initially agreed on. And he said he's not budging. So yeah, that's where we are with that. I've not heard anything from Ben Whittaker yet, but that's what Liam Cameron's saying. And if you think about it, Liam Cameron, the rationale for him sticking to his guns, as it were, is that he feels that the fight being over 12 threes gives him a distinct advantage. In fact, he said he was surprised when he got the contract that they'd agreed or that they'd proposed a 12 threes fight, because according to Liam Cameron, Ben Whittaker was blowing out his arse after the first 4 or 5 rounds. So him going 12 rounds gives Liam Cameron, he believes, a distinct advantage. I mean, Ben Whittaker's never done 12 rounds in his career to date. And I've checked, Liam Cameron's only done 12 rounds twice. And he was beaten in both of those fights. So maybe it doesn't confer on him the significant advantage that he thinks it does. But anyway, yeah, there we are with that. I mean, unless the powers that be come together to sort this out, then this fight, unfortunately, could be in serious jeopardy, because Liam Cameron, I saw an interview with him yesterday, he said, look, I'm not budging. and his promoter, who is Frank Warren, he's notorious for digging his heels in. So yeah, so that's where we are at the moment. I mean, listen, it would be a great shame if this fight didn't happen, because as I said, this was an eagerly anticipated fight. I was very much looking forward to it. I mean, I think both the fighters need this fight to happen. The boxing fans need it to happen. The fight game itself needs fights like this to happen. I would probably say that of the two fighters, though, if I'm being honest, Ben Whittaker probably needs this fight more. If you think about it, with the way the first fight ended and some of the accusations that were being leveled at him, and you're given the fact that he's supposed to be the big star, the guy on the come up, the Olympic silver medalist, people were expecting him to, get past Liam Cameron and do it with some style. But here we are, locked in a contractual dispute, and the fight may not happen. Now, listen, I hope it does happen, man. Fights like this really do need to happen. It'll be a really interesting fight. Hopefully they do fight, and hopefully I can do another video nearer the time giving you my prediction. But yeah, we need that fight to happen. Let's hope the powers that be can get it sorted. Let's hope that wise heads will prevail. And yeah, we get this fight on Easter Sunday as previously scheduled. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching the video. Appreciate your support. Closing in on 5,000 subscribers. Let's hope that this video can help push it over the line, as it were. But anyway, guys, take care. Have a good day. I am out.